ESFJs. First I want to say, look, there's a few of you that I've met who have been good people. You've been enjoyable, um, healthier. Um, and so I just want to say that I do recognize there are really kind, respectful, joyful, um, healthy ESFJs out there. And, I appreciate you. And my experiences as an ICP, I've had a lot of negative experiences with ESFJs. So I tend to think of it as the type I like the least because of those negative experiences. So I'm going to mainly talk about that. ESFJs. So, okay. I dated an ESFJ a few years ago. I don't know, 2-3 years ago. He was in his mid-50s. Pretty sure this dude was a narcissist. Like, if you went to a psychologist's office, pretty sure he'd get a diagnosis. Met him online. I'm a 4. He, if we're talking tri-type Enneagram, 216, some kind of combination of that. Goodness. So you want to talk about the unhealthiest type of ESFJs. Okay, so he pulled me in by sharing like love songs with me. He did have some good taste with love songs. I did here's some new songs that I really loved. So thank you for that, guy. Thank you. But turns out he really wasn't that deep. He was pretty shallow. So what happened a lot was we'd go to a restaurant, and of course he told me, oh, I don't want to be used, so we need to share bills, like he pays, I pays, he pays, I pays. But he wants to go to expensive restaurants all the time. And he was an alcoholic, so he would always order several alcoholic beverages, which get expensive. So, and he supposedly had a lot of money because it was his job. He owned his own business, like flipping houses or whatever, or like renovating houses. And so he, in restaurants, would, if the server was not serving us fast enough or not giving him enough attention, or like when we walked in, he wasn't greeted, that was a huge problem for him. And of course, something that became a common occurrence when we went to restaurants is he would verbally lash out at me. Like, obviously was projecting his own evilness onto me, but I remember like one of the last times I ever saw him, for about 10 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, he was just going on and on about, you're a bad person and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I'm sitting there and I can see in my peripheral, there's like this man standing there like 6 feet away. And I know he can hear the whole thing. And I'm just sitting there like, and I have like a tear coming out of my eye because it doesn't feel good to hear that. But also mentally, I knew none of what he's saying is true. He's projecting. But it's like, what the fuck, man? Um, so that was a horrible, horrible relationship. Fortunately, I had a friend at the time who kept sending me like these videos, like Teal Swan intermittent reinforcement videos. I listened to that and I was like, oh my God, I'm the rat pressing the lever, pressing the lever. Oh God, that was a horrible, horrible, horrible relationship. Glad that I no longer am attracted to men like that. It was like I was trying to earn love, you know. Anyway, so my mother is a ESFJ. So I think, you know, when we have parents, like my father was an ISTJ, those types, they are not compatible to be in a relationship with long term. They just aren't. So I had a not peaceful environment growing up. You know, it wasn't their fault. It's not like they know about compatibility or anything, but like they got married and they're SJs, so I don't know, SJs, they don't really get divorced usually. I mean, a lot of them, especially in the baby boomer generation. But okay, so my mother, ESFJ, she has a strong 2, strong 6. I think 2 is predominant. You know, she's a very caring, loving person, but it's like she does a lot of things to be helpful to people, but like a lot of times it's things that are not helpful. Like it's not something like I want you to do, but like if you're gonna do it, okay, fine. But like with my son, he's a teenager, like he'll try to do his own clothes to be independent and like learn how to do his clothes, like wash his clothes, and she'll get all like, no, I'll do it. Or like she needs to have control over the things she wants control out of. Like if we throw something in the trash that she thinks belongs in the recycling, she'll be like, oh, and she'll get up right away and get it. Like that's definitely a thing that happens a lot. When my son was, I don't know, 6 years old or something, and he was wearing sunglasses in the house, my mother was like, get those sunglasses off, because it was in the house. Like, why does it matter if he's wearing sunglasses in the house? Who cares? Jeez. Or like she's driving, she sees a dog on the sidewalk, not on the leash, she'll yell at them, get that dog on the leash. I have a friend who has a sister who's an ESFJ, and like they're at this group, family gathering, whatever, and then there's another group of kids over there, like teenagers, and they're doing something she doesn't like I don't know, smoking weed or something, and then she'll yell at them. That is a thing ESFJs do. They yell at people because they think it's wrong or doesn't follow what they think social norms should be. There was an ESFJ at a jiu-jitsu gym. She was the wife of my professor, and I was married to this professor's like really good friend. And this ESFJ, I mean, honestly, I saw her as fake. That's how I felt. I feel a lot of people feel extroverted feeling hero feels very fake. I think especially to other FE users, it just feels really fake. And so this woman, she was about my age, and she invited me to her birthday party, which was just like a dinner. And I don't think this girl likes me. I don't want to be somewhere where I'm not wanted, where I'm not liked. And I told my guy, like my ex guy, yeah, I don't want to go. Like, she doesn't want me there. And he's like, no, no, she does. Come on, come. Well, I went there. Everyone's speaking Portuguese, and I'm just sitting there like, why am I here? I don't want to be here. I wish I stayed home. And then this ESFJ, it's time to take pictures. So then she discludes me from the picture so she can have a picture with all the guys. And I'm just like, you bitch. Like, you're not including me in the picture. Like, how do you think that makes me feel? But like, whatever. I didn't like her anyway. It just seemed like a shitty thing to do. Like, come on. Like, ISTPs are very inclusive, like, because we feel like outsiders already. So like, when we see someone who like seems like a misfit, doesn't fit in, or isn't included, like, we try to include them because we know what it feels like to like be shit on, to feel like ESFJs. And this is okay, a woman that I do like I don't want to be close friends, but it's like, I sent a text about my son, like, oh, hey, I'll drop him off at this time. And then she's like, hang on, how are you? It's like, I had to go through that whole bullshit, like, how are you? Because it's what, polite? Who cares? Who cares? Like, come on. I just want to be like, hey, here's the information that you need to know. Okay, cool. Like, most people do not care how you are. It's just like, hi, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine. And then to ESFJs, it's like, okay, that's what we're supposed to do, so that's great. But like, to people who are like, have a lot of depth and like care about like real shit, when I ask someone how they are, I care about the answer. Like, if I'm asking my man how he is and he gives me this answer, and it could be anything, maybe he's having a lot of pain right now or whatever, I want to hear about it because I care. I care about how he's feeling and what he's thinking, how he's doing. But like, sorry, I'm not sorry. Like, I feel like ESFJs, from my perspective, they try to take away my freedom. And then they can be very gossipy. I'm not saying that you are, I'm just saying a lot of ESFJs are very gossipy. FE hero, NE child, and y'all like to see everything that's going on. It's really annoying. Like, my mother, my father's man cave is in a separate room so he can be alone. That's my idea of, yes, because I need space. I need my own space. My mother, ESFJ, sits in the room where she can see everyone coming and going. Like, you can't even go in the kitchen and be alone. She's there. That's annoying as fuck. Like, for a long time, I didn't have a lock on my door. It was broken. And what did my mother do? She would invade my space, invade my privacy, go into my room. Oh, that's plugged in. I should unplug it. And you know, I had to have, like, I've told her a few times, like, respect my space, respect you know, whatever. And she'll be like, okay. But then like a month later, totally forgot about it. And it's like, okay, do you just not give a fuck? It's like, ESFJs, respect the person's space, privacy. Like, something my son hates, my son's an ESTP, like, he complains to me that my mother, she'll just like gossip to her friends about him. He hates that. Like, he really hates that. I mean, to me, I don't care. Whatever. Like, say whatever you want. I don't care. But like, sorry, I drink something and all right, what else? Sorry, I'm trying to think of everything. There's a lot. I have a lot of complaints about you guys. I know at your best, like, you're pretty amazing. Like, and I know you have the capacity for depth. I mean, actually, there's a girl I met online who I believe is an ESFJ, and she's an Enneagram 4. I do believe she's an ESFJ. Like, she was a cheerleader when she was in high school, and then I think she said she was a real estate agent, I don't remember. And then like, she'll post some things about like that person's yard or whatever, I can't even remember, but I'm pretty sure she's an ESFJ and a 4, and she does have a lot of depth. So I know you guys exist. But I think it's like the combination of like, 2s can be very outward focused. So like, I did meet a healthy ESFJ 2 at work. She no longer works there, but she was the chaplain, and she had done a lot of work on herself, and I liked her. I mean, at first I was a little standoffish because like, okay, y'all have some energy, like, and I'm just like, whoa, don't invade my space. I have my own energy. I don't want to mix with everybody else's energy. And she like touched my arm, and I'm just like, don't fucking touch me. But you know, I actually ended up liking her. There's something in I think it's just the wind. So I mean, I know that healthy ESFJs do exist. I know you do. Just please be respectful of people. Remember that not everybody is like you. And I know it like can really bother you when like the outside environment isn't all like perfect, exactly the way you want it or whatever. Like, try to let it go a little bit. Or just be with someone who cares about that too, whatever. But I am super harsh with you guys, but that's just because the experiences I've had and how it's affected me. And you know, I need to protect my energy, and your effie hero, it feels assaulting to my effie inferior. It's just like, dude, calm down. But you know, if you want to be healthy, your parent function, develop that. I mean, try to develop all your functions, your 8 cognitive functions. C.S. Joseph is a good resource, and well, a lot of people don't like his style. Ego Hacker is a good resource. It's like condensed information. And Personality Hacker is also a good source. Please be healthier, because a lot of you exist, and a lot of people can't stand you because you're just not healthy. So please be healthier, because the world needs you to be your best. At your best, you can be amazing people. And you know, Y'all have your children. If you affect your children in a way that affects them in a negative way, that just causes more crap in in society, humanity. Like, why would you want to be a cause of bad shit in the universe? Like, don't you want to help people? To help people, you have to like know what they need and provide that. Like, you guys can be great helpers, but like, take the time to learn what people need. People are not you. People have different ways of seeing the world. They experience the world differently. So please try to learn different people, different types, what they need, and you can be a better helper. I probably could make this video very long. I'm sorry. I probably should have taken notes because there's so much I'm probably not saying, but just please try to introspect. I know it's really painful to face harsh truths and to face like negativity, or reality sometimes can seem really negative, but like, if you don't face that stuff, you can't heal, you can't improve, and then you won't be a good helper. You just won't. My mother, she tries to be a really good helper, and a lot of the things she does, it's not that helpful. I don't care. Like, it would be better if she actually asked me, hey, how could I better serve you? How could I better help you? Like, what can I do to make your life easier, to make your life better? But she don't even ask. She just does what she thinks is helpful, so she can feel good about herself and feel like a loving person. And, you know, probably deep inside, she wishes that she felt more loved. And it's like, look, people would love you more if you showed them you cared about like what they need, what they think, how they feel, like, and don't force what you think they need onto them. Don't force how you think society should be, how you think social like etiquette should be. Who cares? That does not matter. It does not matter. Let it go. Let it go. Please, please do the work. Do the work. Become your best self. And then you will truly be a good helper.